Thank you for hanging out. Let's play some Spire together, shall we? Let's. Also genuinely excited to play some Slice and Dice later in today's stream. Random rare card, you say? Starting with a rare colorless card could be pretty good as well. Interesting Act 1 layout, for sure. A little bit front-loaded on elites, especially the Burning Elite. The rest of the act looks fine, though. Cards that never get picked. Well, I think it's important, Anasmana, that there be cards that are on some level better than other cards, since cards get offered randomly. If you theoretically were to perfectly balance the game such that all of the cards had essentially the exact same numeric impact on the run, then you'd kind of have the same experience every time. Your power curve would always be the same. You'd always have the same success rate against enemies each time. I don't know. I don't think that would necessarily be ideal. The way the cards are currently, you can get put into really tough spots by the picks that you're presented. You can have matchups that are sometimes really good, favorable, sometimes really unfavorable. Get a lot of variety in general. I think it's pretty good as it is. So in a roguelite, the purpose of cards that are better or worse than other cards is to sort of force variety upon the player, to constantly force reanalysis, and to just vary the overall difficulty of the game a bit. Zaybak says, often a balanced target is for some cards to be powerful but situational. So the vast majority of the time they're less powerful than other choices, but can be very useful in specific circumstances. Spire does a very good job of this. In part because of the enemy design. Different enemies have different patterns, which makes different cards more or less useful. Do we have a percentage value? The Master Sheet does. I should put that in the stream title soon. So far, things are going well. According to the Slay the Spire Mastery spreadsheet, we're at almost half of Ironclad cards done. More than half of Silent cards. 46% Defect. 41% Watcher. Watcher's actually the least completed in terms of card count. And that's partially because we've been losing a lot more on Watcher. That's my fault. Let's take a random rare card and start with a Brilliance. That's one of the rares we have not achieved mastery of. This would be a good run to do it. It's also a very good card to start with. Simple, deal 12 damage for 1 energy. Twice as good as a strike card. And that alone is pretty sweet. So we're going to start by visiting the shop, removing a defend. I might go for the Burning Elite. We'll see. Really depends on the cards and potions we have by then. Interesting. 13 damage coming. This is 13 block, yes? Correct. Bop you. Unavoidable damage. Lousy. Definitely not the optimal draw order for that fight, but it worked out just fine. Foresight and Study. No attack cards offered. I do think Foresight is a pretty good early game card. Letting you scry 3 per turn really helps keep your stance under control. Helps deal with status cards. Really good against Hexaghost in particular. So for Hexaghost alone, this is worth picking up. A very long learning curve. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, I should update our title now. We're done with our video here. Excellent. Excellent. Not excellent. We can kill the gray slime and take 8. That's our best turn, right? Yeah, just strike, foresight. Bummer. Ouch. One of the best things about foresight is you're allowed to see what the enemies are doing before discarding cards, which is just fantastic. Keep the brilliance. Triple defend, miracle, brilliance. Here we can see that we're not being attacked, so I'll discard the 2 non-attack cards of our own and go for more offense this turn. Good stuff, foresight. Prostrate. It's going to make our brilliance hit harder, or we could take a bowling bash, a very good common card for the early game, and have another attack. Hey there, Bailey. Act 3 events video went mostly smoothly. Had a bit of a... I glitched the game a bit hard while trying to display all the events, but managed to rally it. Vito, thanks for 4 months. I'll keep slaying, you keep being inspired. Excellent. Every time you scry, return this card to your hand card. Yeah, that's Weave. Weave is a cool card. I like Weave. My heart says prostrate, but my head says take bowling bash here. I'll take the bowling bash. Although this would have been a really good turn for prostrate. Just saying. Keep this miracle for now. Keep it. David the Grey, thanks for 3 months of support. I've got peppermint tea, Tubsass. Tasty. Very tasty. What is the icon for foresight supposed to mean? Good question, actually. Here's Nirvana. Gain block on scrying. I'm not a big fan of Nirvana, generally speaking. Are there any curses we're not going to master? The plan is to master every curse. The only cards that won't be mastered are those that can either not be permanently added to the deck, like status cards, Wound, Dazed, Void, or cards that it's impossible to get and finish a run. For example, the Pride Curse from Endless Mode can't be mastered because you can't get the Pride Curse and then beat the heart. And I owe the chat a dad joke for Just Blake. What do you get when the watcher adds foresight plus foresight? Meditate. I'm going to take this for an influence. Okay, there's our chance at a prostrate. And I actually like that one quite a bit. 8 sight. Twitch chat hates that joke. Do we actually want to weave? With only one scry source, I don't think it's particularly good. Do we want to grab Enlightenment, Mayhem, or Windmill Strike? No. Would be nice to get the Sling of Courage here. With a bit more money, that'd definitely be my purchase to kill elites with. What I'm going to do is prostrate and remove a defend. That way we turn essentially one of our defends into 0 cost and a mantra generator, which will be important for this Brilliance later. Maybe wanted to think about buying a potion there too. If I want to take on this Burning Elite, I think we would prefer an attack potion, but I think we could get away with it. Normal style. Let's try it. Ooh, I definitely can't take the slime goop, though. No way, no how. That I won't be doing. This is already bold enough. Bolding Bash definitely makes this fight easier, but this is not a good initial draw. I'm gonna go Vigilance, Bolding Bash. Bash the back one. This is definitely a fight that's quite tough. Thankfully, the Foresight will help a lot. And maybe whatever's in Foreign Influence will also help a lot. Grand Finale's cute, but what about Signature Move? Just straight up deal 30 here. Well, you have to pay the 2 cost, though. Still 2 cost card. So it'd have to be Miracle, Strike, Brilliance, Signature Move. But I think, honestly, that's pretty good. Only we had drawn this next turn, being able to actually play the finale. That means we can't play the Foresight this turn, but honestly, does it really matter? Go for the middle one next. The extra damage here. Yeah, like that. Take 10. Tempting to go Eruption Strike here, but entering Wrath is a pretty foolhardy move, especially without the Scry in play, so we're going to not do that. Even as it is, we could easily lose the fight from here. Oof, not quite. Squibble is thanks for the 2 months of support. Heck yeah. Seems to be going badly. Okay. Wow. Alright, I'll do it this way. Could have used the speed potion for 5 health this fight. I chose not to, but maybe could have, should have. Good news is we do get through the Burning Elite fight intact. We get an Omamori. We're offered a real signature move, which I will not be taking. An Empty Fist and an Evaluate. Looks like we have to rest. I don't think I could take an Evaluate. We're 50-50 to fight a Gremlin Knob next. Would have been nice to upgrade Eruption, huh? We'll sleep. Definitely the sort of thing that can lead to falling behind on a run. Now, without the upgraded Eruption, are we able to do enough damage to Gremlin Knob? One hopes so, but maybe not. Alright, Foreign Influence, you gotta save the day. Give me a kill here. Bludgeon! Bonk! Get a Molten Egg. All attacks are now upgraded. Very good to find this early on Watcher. Wheel Kick Plus. Sure. Don't mind if I do. Really good card with Divinity, too, actually. Empty Mind, not bad either. Okay, that lets me upgrade the Eruption now. Blood Vial will offer us healing, and Blood Vial plus Molten Egg actually could be amazing in Act 2 if we get offered Bites. We could gain Bite pluses in exchange for no max health. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. Beards and Bacon, thanks for the 28 months. You keep something, something, I'll keep yada yada. Sounds good. Could open with Eruption here. I don't think we want to. Got 2 turns to set up here. I want to know what this foreign influence is making. Cold Snap. No, I'll take a Sucker Punch for this fight, actually. Okay. No Wrath for now, but that's fine. Double Defense Speed Potion would block this turn. Eruption it into Wheel Kick, also pretty tempting. We'll draw either the Sucker Punch or the Vigilance. Well, that's not true, is it? Could draw Bowling Bash Strike, and that'd be pretty bad. Best I could block for would be 29 then. We would take quite a lot. But the fight would be mostly over. Meanwhile, if we Wheel Kick into the Vigilance, this is just completely free. And that's 50-50. Wheel Kick into Sucker Punch is also completely fine. So there's 2 hits, 2 draws. We're 75% chance to get there. We need to progress this fight somehow, and even the worst case scenario doesn't kill me. That tells me to go Eruption Wheel Kick. We do draw the Vigilance. Excellent. So we can go Prostrate, Vigilance. We can either Miracle Defend, or we can Miracle Strike, Speed Potion, full block. Let's do that. I'm going to discard the Bowling Bash, but keep the Sucker Punch, since it blocks for 5. And we win. Perfect fight. We get a second egg. Now powers are also upgraded. And so is this Ragnarok. Welcome, Ragnarok. Plus. Ingwe, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Necrothal TV, thanks for the 3 months of the Prime sub. Can I offer you an egg in these trying times? Sure would have been nice to have enough money from the other event earlier to make a shop worth it. As it stands, we can't afford a card removal, but we do have Omamori, so let's just take a look at some events here. You come across a dead adventurer. His pants have been stolen. Also, the armor and face appear to be scoured by flames. Text here, Scoured by Flames, tells us the 3 sentries will return if we end up in a fight here. We've got a good potion for this fight, and we're not even guaranteed to actually get into a fight. We could just get loot for free. No, we do get a fight that will give us extra bonus rewards if we win. So it's well worth it, if you ask me. 21, 28, 38. Almost. So close. But why are the pants stolen is a question, isn't it? Wherefore did my pants go? Is the time for the explosion pot? I suppose it must be, right? Good talk. 64 gold. Twice as much as a normal elite drop. Bronze scales, relic, a potion, and a card reward. Second prostrate or a follow-up plus or a conclude plus. That's a pretty good follow-up. But the deck definitely would like a second prostrate to get the Divinity Engine online. I'm going to take a prostrate. We'll be seeing plenty of upgraded cards this run. With 2 eggs, it almost seems like a no-brainer to transform a card here and add a new, random, probably upgraded card. Could also just outright remove. let's transform. I think we transform one more defend and then we start losing strikes. One more defend. Indignation, not plus. Just regular. If we're in Wrath, apply Vuln to all enemies. Otherwise, enter Wrath. Now we can take one more event or combat. Let's see, what events could we get? Golden Idol would be pretty good. Scrap Ooze would be good. Cleric's Remove would be good. Serpent would be bad. Actually, Serpent, we have Omamori. Let's take one more event. It is the Scrap Ooze. We can trade health for a relic. Before Hexaghost, we've got plenty of health to lose, so sure. I'll click one time, get a Gremlin Horn, and be very well set up for Act 2. That also actually caused... That saved us health versus Hexaghost, too. Because we took less than 6 damage and dropped down a health threshold versus Hexa. That's cute. Since we now have 2 Prostrates, it's important to upgrade one of them so that we can total 5 Mantra per deck cycle. That combined with the Foresight should allow for Divinity, Ragnarok, or at least Divinity Wheel Kick versus Hexaghost sometime during this fight. Overall, we should be pretty easily able to beat this damage race. We've got plenty of health for this fight, even if we draw badly like this. Can't enter Wrath here, unfortunately. And we've got plenty of damage output, too. This health is kind of like block. Yeah, keep the Will Kick. Don't play this. Again, we would end up dead. Really awkward indignation draws. Yeah, just lose all 3 of these. Thank you. Alright, and we have Divinity Ragnarok next turn. Guaranteed. Don't Pommel Strike, because that could make it this turn. Let's take a dash, though. Lose the Eruption? Actually, it's going to do 27 damage. Let's go. Kerbalam. And just like that, it's over. GG. The power of triple damage right there. Back up to 2 potions, and we're offered Blasphemy, Omniscience, and Scrawl. Blasphemy for instant divinity notably does not empower the Brilliance. Omniscience is quite nice with Ragnarok in general. It's a really good Omniscience target. Or Scrawl gets us to a full hand, allowing us to play the Prostrates more easily. Yeah, not one upgraded card here, unfortunately. That's funny. I'm down for an Omniscience. I'll take an Omniscience. Ooh, Runic Pyramid or Coffee Dripper. What a choice. Definitely a Runic Pyramid believer here, letting us retain all of our cards. Enables some silly combos, which can enable mastery of unusual cards. Lets us better take advantage of the energy from Divinity, too. Makes Omniscience a bit weaker, but that's okay. Coffee Dripper is pretty no-nonsense with Blood Vial, especially since we could get bites, but I'm taking Pyramid. Definitely a Pyramid enjoyer. So, we would like to go to a number of events this act. Omamori says go to events. Blood Vial and Molten Egg say go to events. In addition to those events, though, we'd like some elite fights. The more the merrier, right? How about a shop? Welcome but not required. Yeah, I'm really not going to get that many, unfortunately. If I also want elites, I'm like in something like this currently. One of those two ways. We get a number of upgrades, number of elite fights. Elite fights should be pretty easy with both Gremlin Horn and Bronze Scales. Gremlin Horn will easily deal with Slavers and Gremlin Leader. Bronze Scales will easily help with Book of Stabbing. That leaves all the threats of Act 2 assisted with, so to speak. But we have to deal with this thing first, and it is a problem for us. Ouch. This might be a miracle potion. We go Eruption, Indignation, and then we have triple damage. So 21, 18, 18. Sounds good enough. Regen Potion helps. Wow, Talk to the Hand plus, Consecrate plus, Crush Joints plus. We have a Ragnarok and an Omniscience, so I'm going to click the Talk to the Hand, giving us a way to block against single target enemies especially. But all of those are pretty good. And we can choose one of 20 cards to add to the deck. With 2 eggs, the library is amazing here, as there'll be plenty of upgraded stuff. Cut Through Fate plus, Fear No Evil plus, Consecrate plus are all pretty dang good. Bomb Kisador says, what situations is a miracle potion better than an energy potion? When you need 1 energy on 2 separate turns, if you need to scale your cards in hand with something like Spirit Shield, if you need to play a skill for Crush Joints or Sanctity, if you have Dead Branch, the miracles make cards. Just a few examples. But there are also situations where it's worse than Energy Potion, because, like Time Eater, then you have to play the miracles, and that's worse than just getting 2 energy. Situational. I think I'm going to take this Consecrate. But the Fear No Evil is quite good as well. We don't have a way out of Wrath currently. I guess that's not that big of a problem anymore. Satisfying. Alright, is this a fight to Regen Potion in? We can't really block that well in this fight. I guess I'll do it. But I might only get to heal for 9. Notify Omniscience Talk to the Hand. Although that actually doesn't even full block this turn then. Let's hold off on Omniscience then. Foresight? Yes. What do you got? 9x2? Okay, that's blockable. Blockable-ish, anyway. What do you make? Wallop. That helps. Still 2 costs, though. Well, Wallop Defend takes 5, but then we're going to heal 3, 2, 1. Better than just winning now. We could, of course, just double Ragnarok and win right now, but the Regen Potion is the thing that we've committed to. Unfortunately, double Prostrate won't get me into Divinity. Stern Rogering, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Good enough. Tantrum Plus with Talk to the Hand Plus. Good. It doesn't work all that well with Divinity, though. Third Eye is okay for Scry. Flying Sleeves is not that bad, but kind of unnecessary since we don't benefit from the retain part of it. Actually, don't love this Tantrum. I'm going to skip this. What I am going to do is transform 2 more cards. Although gaining 3 strength on turn 1, also pretty juicy here. What about Jax? Actually, Jax kind of slaps. And we haven't mastered the Jax card, so this could be an opportunity to do that. Jax says, lose health, gain strength for 0 energy. And that allows us to really kick up the damage. Let's do that. Man hands over a dangerous-looking syringe filled with glowing liquid before skulking off. Of course, that Jax will be bad on turn 1 sometimes. This turn here. Very bad indeed. Ouch. Are you killing me now? Yes, you are. Shoot. Can't just Indignation Ragnarok the penalty of not taking Coffee Dripper, man. Ouch. Three health. Okay, Blessing of the Forge makes me a bit more comfortable. We have yet to actually win a run with 2 Bowling Bashes. This is a good time to pick one then. Especially going into the Act 3 Elites, we actually really appreciate a Bowling Bash plus. Or Act 2 Elites, excuse me. Sure, I'll take our second Bowling Bash here. This deck is definitely short on block currently. Can feel that being a problem. This is a great time for Blessing of the Forge. Upgrading the Jax, the Bowling Bash, and the Vigilance all seem pretty good here. These Gremlins are going to give us extra draw as we KO them. Excellent. Yeah, and the Miracle gets upgraded too. So Icy Strike killing Sneaky Gremlin here. Wheel Kick cleanly kills the Mad Gremlin. So we could Bowling Bash the Gremlin Leader before I do that? We could. Let's do that. Excellent. Now I cannot play Omniscience anymore. Well, I can after playing Eruption, actually. Or I could even Indignation Omniscience right now. Oh, well then I should do this. Easy. Kunai is here. If we play 3 attacks in 1 turn, we gain Dexterity. Now the deck would like a Halt. Or just more Prostrates. Or a Sanctity. Or a Just Lucky Plus. Maybe a Mental Fortress Plus. We're actually not swapping stances that much. I'm going to take the Just Lucky here. Scry 2, get 3 block, and deal a little bit of damage, all at the same time. Okay, we survived that first elite. Anything that's really, really important upgrade? Omniscience kind of is. Do I think I can beat Book of Stabbing with 22 health? Definitely might... Well, 24 health. Yeah, I'm going to upgrade that Omniscience. Please don't be Book of Stabbing. Dang it. Okay, we're at least not attacking for 7 by... Yeah, for 24 on turn 1. But this is already an ominous opening draw. Don't like it very much. Okay, getting worse. Beamfire. I just don't have the energy to do the Eruption, Indignation, Ragnarok that I need. Yep. Essentially all of our strikes. The Perfected Strike's pretty good damage. I guess Wild Strike is actually the best damage to mana ratio we've got here. Let's take a Wild Strike. We can use that as a finishing move. We're pretty much dead next turn, though, if something miraculous doesn't happen. It's a bit problematic. We're just gonna die. Dang. We really needed Talk to the Hand or Omniscience in the top 10 cards. Shoot. Now I have to play the Wild Strike? Yeah, I do. Should have got the Perfected. Now Omniscience is here, but does it do anything? Can't even play the... Actually, yeah, no, it's still 3 health, right? No, can't even play the Jacks now. Could Omni talk to the hand? That's 6 block per attack, right? I'd have 36 block next turn. So if I could full block this turn, that'd be fine, actually. So double talk to the hand, then consecrate. Gives me 3 block, 9 block. 19 block. Miracle Strike gets there. Yeah. That works. That works. Then on this turn, we can always just play Ragnarok. Then I should be able to kill next turn with Eruption Wheel Kick. Yeah. Hey, we lived. Okay. So, upgrading first was the right choice. Good. And we get a Lizard Tail. And our second Brilliance. Plus. And a Mercury Hourglass if we want it. I think I do, actually. 3 more damage to every enemy every turn. Really helps with the whole Lizard Tail thing. Now we sleep. It's like nothing ever went wrong. Gamble massively rewarded, that's right. Want to use the potion now. Supported by 3 kills you. Can't do both though. Kind of weird. This works though. Good talk. Light Lord, how did the Watcher get so fit? She did plenty of jumping jacks. And acquired a singing bowl. Alright, I do think we want Empty Fist, but Halt is also looking very good. With the kunai. Really like being able to get our Wrath. Okay, 350 gold is enough for the store. Before I make any choices here, and I do see one that I really, really like. Actually, more than one I really, really like. Before I make any permanent choices here, I do need a really, really quick break. Be back in just a couple of moments, everybody. Don't go nowhere. Alrighty, folks. Indeed, Ori is a pair at worst, and probably much better than that. With 2 eggs, we're likely to see a lot of good upgraded cards inside the Ori. Our second Talk to the Hand upgraded also here. It's even on sale, which is excellent with the Ragnarok. Would have been pretty good with the Tantrums, but again, we're looking to do divinity things if possible. Stance Potion could be quite nice. Empty Body could be okay. And yeah, Singing Bowl Ori is, of course, incredible here. So we can just 2 max health on each of these if we want to. Devotion Plus, there's Mantra for us. Also another Mastery candidate. Definitely taking that. Judgment's kind of fun, but not required. Brilliance number 3 is cute. Wave of the Hand could be quite nice, especially with Pyramid. I like it. To apply Weaken, and another Talk to the Hand. I was wondering. I mean, 3 is better than 2. Sure. Take a Talk to the Hand. Take a Wave of the Hand. Skip this one. Take a Devotion. And we're mostly going to be doing divinity things. Skip this one, then. Those cards will come in handy later, I'm sure. Could take another Consecrate. I think we'd rather just purge a card here. Although, given how late we are in the... No, this is only Act 2, right? Yeah, this is Act 2. Okay, yeah, purge a card here. Did not get bites offered to us this act, unfortunately. And I'm okay with that. Beam Cell seems pretty good. Keep those in hand for later. Souffleur. So I think we're going for the Chosen here. Tell me this is a kill. Plenty. Nothing to do in this fight, right? That's right. Good talk. Crescendo, Sash Whip Plus. We didn't have a Wave of the Hand. This would be okay. Third Eye. Skip. Actually, Third Eye is pretty good. Especially if we devote an upgrade to it. Although I'd rather not. I want a Third Eye Plus. Or a Sanctity. Sashmeister, thanks for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Cozy Sub Club. Now this bird is a problem. Bird, why are you a problem? Don't you see? You're actually only going to take 5 hits, so this is already a full block. Can't Omni Ragnarok. Well, I could. I just couldn't do anything else alongside it. I think it means we just want to prostrate, defend, talk to the hand, play one of these Brilliances. Skipping the Jacks in this fight. Generally speaking, where possible, skipping Jacks. And now we can Omniscience Ragnarok and it kills. In addition to blocking for a ton. Huzzah! And we're slowly gaining health thanks to the Blood Vial. I really appreciate that. Alright, this empty body says plus on it. That I like. 10 block and get out of whatever stance we might be in. Probably Wrath. What boss relic are we hoping to see most here? Energy relic of some kind would definitely be appreciated. Fusion Hammer's pretty good. Honestly, Busted Crown would be acceptable. Runic Dome would be acceptable. Slaver's Collar would be acceptable. Upgrade the Jacks? Took this card for a reason. I'm going to upgrade it. Olay, thanks for the 7 months in the Prime sub. Heck yeah. Olay, olay. Wanted to wave the hand before I did that? Don't worry about it. Stinky champ. Alright, getting Devotion in play is going to make this fight super easy. Do I want to Omniscience Foresight so that we scry 6 per turn? I think I do. Doubling your powers is, generally speaking, pretty useful. Now we can do essentially whatever we want each turn. Alright, here's a chance to go absolutely ballistic on the champ. Let's do it. 90 damage Brilliance. Even more damage Ragnarok. Hit him with a Consecrate. Wheel Kick to draw back into the super damage cards. Just lucky. Find Ragnarok again. Kill next turn. GG. Actually, do we kill on this turn? Not exactly. This is only 6 times 6. He won't die. But he will if I do this. You've done it now. Entered Divinity is what I've done. GG. Blah. Spirit Shield is pretty good block. We do want some more help blocking, and this is very good block. Because of how many cards usually are in our hand. Good Beat of Death counter. Actually better against Donu Deca. I do like it. Another card we haven't gotten 2 copies of in the rare pool from Watcher. Sure. Maybe a little unnecessary with 3 Talk to the Hands, but something to keep in mind is that Talk to the Hand won't really work well in fights where there are enemies with Artifact, the Spear and Shield fight and the Donu and Deka fight. In those fights, I'm actually very, very happy to have a Spirit Shield. Oh. I'll lose this Dex Potion. Oh, there's Fusion Hammer, but also Pandora's Box and Astrolabe. Astro would probably be better than Pandora's here. Transform 3. That said, Fusion Hammer is hard to say no to. Just 1 more energy every turn with very little in the way of downside here. I'll take it. Most of the cards we see are upgraded anyhow. Most importantly, the powers, which is really what you want upgraded in the later acts of the game here. Upgraded powers. To that end, I like looking at shops here. We're looking for Mental Fortress Plus or a Second Devotion. But what if I cruised through some events here and went foraging for 999 gold? We have 2 Omamori charges. Maybe we should, according to our own act video, look for Mind Bloom here. Our act events video. Malkavian, thanks for 37 months. Also like to find the Dolly's Mirror to double Jax. That's true. Take some events. Do 60 damage. Actually, I can just kill, right? We can go Eruption, Indignation, Brilliance, or that Miracle, Wheel Kick, Brilliance. Bang. Dead. And then I take 2 max health. Now we take an event. It is Mind Bloom. We're rich, Twitch chat. Can it really be this easy? We have 1,164 gold. And then we fight double orb walkers. The other really good event. We got the 2 best ones immediately. How lucky. We have a fire potion for these 2. And the Gremlin Horn will help a lot as well. I'll take this fight. That said, it might be a good idea to use the Power Potion turn 1 also. Because it looks like we didn't do the best on turn 1 here. Yeah, I'd better use this. Battle him. Smite every turn, please. And we'll focus on the one with less health. These are both pretty okay next turn. Let's go Bowling Bash over Consecrate. We really need to draw to the big stuff. Keep the Fire Pot for the moment. We're losing health, but with Fusion Hammer, that's not the biggest of deals. Alright, Jax is here. That's a big deal. Spirit Shield is here. Can I use Spirit Shield and get a kill with Jax? I think so. With the Fire Potion, definitely. Why did I not use Prostrate then Brilliance? Because I was thinking about the Kunai is what I was doing. But in retrospect, maybe I should have done the damage. $26 plus 32. Is that exact a kill? Let me double check this with the calculator. 15, 17 plus 26. 58. No, that's not enough damage. But it does die to Thorns. However, we're saving quite a bit of health with the Fire Potion here, so I think this is the Fire Potion time. For surezies. So we do Bowling Bash, Smite, Fire Potion. Get a Talk to the Hand. Okay, play Talk to the Hand here. Cyber Seal, thanks for the 12 months, the full year of support. Heck yeah. Okay, we're through the double orb walkers. It cost us some health in both of our potions, but we are massively rewarded with a Peace Pipe, allowing us to toke cards at rest sites instead of upgrading or resting. That's awesome news. That means we should go to some rest sites then, because those will each be a removal. Something like this. And a card reward. Fear Enable, follow-up, or Pressure Points Plus. Not a bad Fear Enable, actually. Could be an energy generator for us. Got 2 empty cards. I like it. Lose all gold, obtain a relic. What a deal. I don't know. Maybe if it was 1,211 gold. I don't think I can afford this. There's no spiker here. Okay. So we can double Ragnarok if I want to. Or double Wheel Kick for massive card draw. Actually, Bowling Bash just kills one. Let's start with that. Double Rag should be enough. Easy. Already got our 2 Bowling Bashes. Don't want pressure points on this run. Definitely don't want a signature move either. Start token cards. Be gone, Strike. And now, for Gremlin Horn versus the Reptomancer. A classic matchup. Alright. Good. So my double... Could just double Ragnarok for really big damage right now. Thinking about double Devotion. But maybe that's too many turns ahead. Double Wheel Kick gets a lot of cards in my hand? Yeah, let's do that. Double Wheel Kick. There we go. Yeah. That feels right. Excellent. So here we can dish out some major damage. Bowling Bash will deal 20 times 3 to Repto. I think we can just finish her. Yeah, we can. Easily. She's gone. We get a Turnip, making us immune to Frail. That'll be good against the Heart. Scrawl is very good with Pyramid. Just go ahead and take that. This is a random treasure chest, immediately to be followed by the real one. So I'm going to take the blue key over Akabeko, allowing me to take as my real relic Ornamental Fan, giving us block for 3 attacks played. Excellent. Excellent. We'll recall here to get our 3rd key. Bowling Bash contender for coolest game card in the game, at least coolest sound effect in the game, certainly. You got this, Hourglass. Do I need to use Jax in this fight? I don't think so. Already got Devotion in play? Yes. Double this then. bonk. Meditate? Meditate's not bad. Halt's not bad either. Both unupgraded, can't be upgraded. I think 2 max health. Well, well, well. Mummy Hand and Potion Belt are here. Strange Spoon would allow us to keep cards that normally exhaust, like Talk to the Hand and Omniscience. And Scrawl. Being able to keep Talk to the Hands is kind of fun. Sure. Mummy Hand Omniscience, definitely great. Blessing of the Forge seems fine. These potions aren't very good, though. What about Nirvana Plus? Block on Scry. That's not so bad, huh? We don't have a lot of Scry, though. Does Spoon apply to Omniscience's target card? Yes. This would be a reasonable time to try to get double Nirvana? Sure, I'll take the first one. Sure. Not going to go Flurry, Chrysalis, or Madness, though. Keep 500 gold for the next shop. Next elite is Nemesis. Very suspicious. Roy G. Biv, thanks for the 9 months. Good to have you here. And Drew loves you. Thanks for 4 months. Appreciate you keeping it cozy. Ouch. Double Ragnarok. The Courier. Would have been nice to find that a little earlier, but now the merchant restocks and has reduced prices. Fasting could be interesting as a way to gain strength and dexterity. Don't necessarily need it, though. I've seen so many follow-ups this run. Zorak, thanks for the 3 months. Really enjoying the challenge, keeping the game fresh and fun to watch. You're welcome. It's keeping it fresh and fun to play, and for me, that's the most important thing. And here's the glowing Tesseract. Heck yeah. Dark Shackles are pretty okay. Enlightenment could do some interesting things this run. Apotheosis is curious. There is double Enlightenment. Do I see that correctly? I do see that correctly. Does deck actually want 2 Enlightenments? Hell no, it doesn't. Not even close. Bandage Up seems good. I'll take Bandage Up to go with Jax. What about Apotheosis? Upgrades Miracle, Spirit Shield, Scrawl, Bandage Up, Wave of the Hand, and a few others. Not that great overall. Definitely to keep this. Yeah, it's a pretty mediocre Apotheosis, that's for sure. Oh yeah, Strange Spoon Bandage Up too. Apotheosis with Spoon is even worse, that's true. Yeah, I'm just gonna ditch it. Do we need to rest here? No, because Lizard Tail, amongst other things. Get rid of Strike. We might rest to full going into Act 4, though, rather than removing another card. Already the problems begin. This helps. Could actually see using a fire potion here to kill this cultist. We can easily buy up to full potions again. Let's do it, actually. After scrying, though, of course. Yeah, give me Prostrate this turn. Thank you. Punch you. Did I want to play this Nirvana? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be worth it. Oof. Can Omni Spirit Shield? Otherwise, this looks kind of grim, quite frankly. Next turn's going to be even worse. Although I'll have new cards to deal with. The problem next turn. If I get rid of Spirit Shield, it's going to be a tough fight. Omni Talk to the hand. That'll fling him out randomly, but could be kind of nice. Doesn't block much this turn, though. Do you know who Omni into playing an attack card will hit? No. The targeting is random. Same with Dark Shackles. Random targeting. So it may or may not work out. Double Eruption could be interesting. Actually, double Empty Body. Oh. Been overthinking this. Wait, that was wrong. Yeah, this is fine though. Alright. Yeah, don't play that. Okay, these are not the correct turns for any of this. Although the wheel kick's welcome. Mostly because it gives me even more things I can do. There's one Empty Fist in the draw pile, and a Stance Potion. Good. Spirit Shield, Prostrate, Empty Fist. Talk to the hand again. Spoon! Alright, and as the Talk to the Hand stacks grow, this gets way and more under our control here. Spoon kind of popping off, no kidding. Strange Spoon. You were supposed to save me. Aw. $123 damage, says Brilliance. That's pretty good. You're another Brilliance. Even better. 111. Plus 123, plus 69. Nice. Get out of here, nerd bird. Who's next? It's Time Eater. Our total cards might be limited, but that's not a problem for this matchup at all. We can gain strength with Jax, set up some Scry, and once we get a couple powers down, as long as we don't die to this hit, all will be quite well. This is not a very good hit, though, you know? At least we're immune to frailty. Ouch. activate this. Time Eater is angry. Going for another debuff turn here. Yikes. Just 38 this time. Okay, okay. Not as bad, but still pretty bad. Hyper Beam's kind of cute. Rather use Dark Shackles on a multi-hit turn, but you know how it goes. Spirit Shield, Empty Fist. Alright, let's hit home. Hard. Toss a coin to your Time Eater. GG. Just one turn in Divinity is all we needed for enormous damage there, accounting for the 3 strength from the Jacks. That's where all the damage came from. Seems like it was our lucky day. Two thump, two thump, two thump. A deep pulsing drag can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of all these performance-enhancing drugs? You prime your stick, dealing 2289. Hopefully a good year. We are missing quite a bit of health. Does seem to me reasonable to rest here instead of removing a card. Our removal would be defend at this point, which is fine and all, but sleep. All right, is the fateful shop. Will we find the Dolly's Mirror here? We will not. We'll find the hand drill, which we have not yet won a run with, so this would be a good time for it. Power here is Battle Hymn. Not a whole lot that's great other than that. The Fated Hand Drill. Hand Drill of the Gods. There can't be the mirror behind it, unfortunately. But you'll always see a non-shop relic behind the shop relic. Ice cream's not bad, though. Especially ice cream with a lantern. We do want to buy some potions, though. Let's start with a strength pot. Your potion looks pretty good. Can't buy both now. Wallop is also very good for this deck. Let's go Ice Cream Wallop. What would I change about Drill to make it more usable? I think I would say, here's what I would have Hand Drill do. Every 3 turns, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. That's what Hand Drill should do. And then you can set it up like Happy Flower and stuff. Pole of Mars, thanks for 3 months of support. And that feels like a drill to me. It's a constant slow progress in debuffing the enemies. But the fact that it's tied to enemy block just makes it way too situational. Or when your block is broken, apply 2 vulnerable to all enemies. That would also be kind of interesting. When your block is broken. I like that. Ooh, Glass Knife hits heckin' hard here. And what's on top? Who are we killing first of these two? And do I need to use a strength potion to help out in this fight? This is definitely the fight to go ham in, to kill one of them quickly, save our health, and the Lizard Tail for the heart fight. I think I am going to use the strength potion here for 5 strength right away. I'm going to peek at the top card like so. Ragnarok, a Wave of the Hand are the top two, huh? Alright, I'm going to lose the Wave of the Hand. Is that true? No, I rather like those draws, don't I? Kind of. Makes me want to use Wrath Potion. So we do 50 and then 18 by 6. That's not going to get anybody. Okay, don't do that. Let's draw. Nirvana. So I can Glass Knife, Nirvana, or Ragnarok if I want to. I suppose I ought to. That makes our next turn very bad, though. Potentially. Don't love that. Didn't get any Scry on turn 1. Yeah, now we've drawn mostly Bupkis. We take a ton of damage. Good news is Lizard Tail is here. Save our butts. Ow. Drawing Scroll earlier certainly would have helped. It's alright. I would like to Omniscience that, actually. That seems like it could really be important. Gotta make sure we don't kill this thing, then. Dang it. Alright, it's gone. Couldn't Omni it, but we did get to play it twice at least. 35 out of 84 health. At least we've got good potions and a Lizard Tail as we go into the final battle. That said, I am not happy with how this has gone. That takes 2 more health. We could take another Prostrate here. It's going to take 2 more health. Every point counts, after all. And we're probably going to use the Swift Potion on turn 1 to get a better opening hand. Yeah, our triple Talk to the Hands could definitely make this easier on us, but it's really all going to depend on the draw order. It's an acceptable start, at least. Sure. As well, okay. Stance Potion next turn seems relatively likely. I like the idea of Stance Potion into Wrath, applying Indignation for Vulnerable, using Wallop to block, and then exiting Wrath with the Fear No Evil. It's all going to depend on the draws, though. Thanks to Ice Cream, we get to bank extra energy. There's no penalty for wasting 2 here. We did draw Omniscience. Okay, that should allow us to stay alive, no matter what happens here. We can double talk to the hand, we can double jacks, we can double lots of things. Double jacks actually seems pretty reasonable here. We just lizard tail this hit and get set up. We could even end in Wrath this turn if we wanted to. And just deliberately tank the hit. How's it going, Eudora? No, Omamori will not block the you cannot heal effect. That's added as a relic, and there's no way around it. It's also a pretty good upgrade potion. We could Omniscience, talk to the hand, and then play Ragnarok to block. It's pretty absurdly good, actually. Alright, let's start with this. I think we do this as well. Anything else important upgrade? Not really. Spirit Shield, maybe. Getting double devotion in play is the other reasonable option this turn, and I do like that. Again, that'd be deliberately using the lizard tail to get set up. I'm going to keep myself alive. How do we want this to go? Talk to the hand, Omni talk to the hand. Do we use the stance version? I could. I'll get way more damage if I... Yeah, let's do it. I'm just going to upgrade this first. Then enter... Calm at the end, right? Yes, at the end. Some beat of death, which is a bit annoying. Also block this way. That doesn't seem like it's going to be enough. In fact, that was barely enough. Good enough, I suppose. Good news is 12 block per attack really ought to get the job done. Pretty thoroughly. Thanks, Strange Spoon. Really putting in the work there. Can't move the hand yet. We actually want to wave of the hand right after it gains artifact so that we can make these Dark Shackles work for the next multi-hit. We could simply bank energy now, but we really still need to get Devotion in play. We're way behind on that, which is not good. No luck. There it is. And we had a Wrath, right? Correct. Did any of the Talk to the Hands survive? Yes, 2 of them did. Works. So wave of the hand. Then wallop to remove both artifact layers. Then Dark Shackles to shut this attack down. Gain some more strength. If I played the Jax before the wallop, we would have taken Beat of Death, which is why I didn't do that. And now we're finally in Divinity. It took long enough. And here we can finally start to do real damage to this thing. Nice. Six by 15 headed our way. How are we meant to block that? Oh yeah, with Ragnarok and Super Talk to the hand. That's how. Obviously. Also, I have 8 energy. Because of power of ice cream. Good talk. Alright, seems like we made it. Why did Wallop remove 2 artifact layers? Because it blocked twice. Once for Wallop's normal block and once for the Talk to the Hand. And so each of those block instances caused Wave of the Hand to activate. Heal me. GG. Bonk. GG, Twitch chat. The Watcher clears the Spire. If we'd activated the Ornamental Fan, actually, it could have been 3 instances of weak from the one copy of Wallop. That'd be pretty cool. GG. Easy hand drill mastery. Get. There it is. Picked it up just because we could. Of course, it didn't actually do anything. But we had it, and that's what matters. GG. GG, Twitch chat. Yeah, what has it been done? The spire sleepeth, and so, Twitch chat, shall I. Have you ever done Wave of the Hand Sadistic Nature? Yes, and it's actually hilarious. Wave of the Hand plus Sadistic Nature plus After Images, if you can get that multicolored combo going, is particularly funny. So we crossed off Bowling Bash and Talk to the Hand and Brilliance on this run. Didn't get the double jacks, but we had a chance at it at least. Pretty good run. Never found double just lucky, though. That's odd. How would I change Bagger Prep so it was just as good as Hand Drill? Whenever you defeat a boss, draw an extra card. Isn't that just Juggernaut plus After Image with extra steps? Yes! But it's also AoE Juggernaut with extra steps. So it hits every enemy is the cool part about it. And has a fun animation. And costs less energy than a Juggernaut does, actually. So it's less steps? Question mark? Anywho, Twitch chat, I'm going to take a short break before we jump into one more run of Spire here. I think what I'm going to do is one more Spire run. We're going to play the Ironclad on a 20. And then after that Ironclad run, we're going to be switching it over to Slice and Dice, playing some more dice building roguelite, going through a dungeon delve in that game. Back in a few minutes, everybody. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back.